right, here we are, another week. I'm in Cork, Ireland now, which is really, it's a beautiful place. It's good scenery and stuff. Last week's been pretty good. When I first got here, it was a little chaotic with sleep and everything, which really, it took over a week to adapt. It was only the last couple of nights. I think part of it was the staying in the hostel was tough. It was really loud, a lot of snores, light coming in the window early. Whereas the last few nights, now that I was in Dublin at the hostel. Now I'm staying with some people involved with mind freedom in Ireland, and it's nice here. I did a bunch of comedy in the last week. I got on stage 4 times in the last week. I even did a set last night, which the people from Mind Freedom were at, which was kind of cool. They didn't get a lot of laughs. That was a bummer, to have some people, be there and not really get many laughs. But it was good. As I was looking at it more, it's I guess I had some revelations about it of, believing in what you're doing and not everyone's going to laugh, but thinking, well, if my goal here is, using comedy to spread some of these ideas out there, these kind of social missions regarding psychiatry and in the school system and stuff like that, that I guess it's important for it to be funny. It's equally or more important for it to be interesting. And so even if they don't laugh, doesn't mean it was a waste. There's this expectation of this format of what a stand-up comedy show is supposed to be. Laughter on average every 7 seconds, and you can make a point, but it better be mostly funny. And who says that? It's art. Who says you can't stretch the craft? A lot of Carlin's later stuff was more commentary than humor. A lot of Bill Hicks' stuff was philosophy and not as much comedy. And these are a lot of guys that inspired me. And for some reason, I carry some shame or something for. I don't like the idea of being criticized by other comedians that my stuff's not funny. I want it to be funny. I want it to be good. I don't know, all that stuff. So that's been. But it was good. It was good to get on stage a bit. The sleep stuff's been tricky, but my mood's been all right. I think I was pretty depressed for a little bit, and now I think I've balanced out from that. And now I'm kind of more, Oh man. I don't think this has happened making one of these videos where a fucking phone has been dropped. But yeah, I've even been wondering what am I doing with these videos, how long am I going to do this for? I'm off the meds now. Does it make sense to keep doing these? Is this useful? Are people going to watch all this? Is it actually useful just to see me chronologically just fucking check in every week? I don't know. Am I providing value and interest on a week-to-week basis? Am I giving any useful information here? Because I was thinking, what do I do with all this when I'm done? I don't know. Am I a success story? Does this give people hope? Does it give them false hope? Am I doing a good job of balancing the good and the bad? I suppose my greatest fear was that I was going to end up going manic and psychotic, and that hasn't happened. I've been depressed at times, and okay. There's a lot of people that get unhappy out there. I haven't quite gotten to the root of what causes it. Though I see elements of it, this obsession with work and these seemingly polarizing ideas about trying to do something meaningful and wanting to change the world and wanting to do all of that and feeling there's pressure to do it, or that it's important to do it, and then constantly also seeing the parallel, which is, well, you should also enjoy your life, and everything that you do is one day going to be forgotten. And so how do you like choose how to live your life when you have these like two simultaneous conflicting beliefs that, yeah, while you're here you should do stuff that's meaningful and helpful and all that, and at the same time believe, well, none of this shit matters? And like, how do you decide what to do with your time when both of these things seem to be simultaneously true? Because if everything mattered and all that, then you just spend all your time constantly, working and trying to like fight to change the world or all that shit. And if none of it means anything, then sometimes you think, oh, I might not like stopping to smell the roses and enjoy myself, and because I'm so busy working. And then like if you're also trying to like help people all the time, like, do they want all your help? And should it be more about like having people be empowered to help themselves? And are you giving yourself away too much? There's all these like really conflicting things that are troublesome there. And then meanwhile, like trying to be yourself and like be a fucking human being in the world that feels like they're being genuine and consistent with their conflicting beliefs, and be honest, to admit that you've had faults, but not let those faults prevent you from living today and all that stuff. So that shit like weighs on me, and it's tough to deal with all that. But does that mean there's some kind of neurochemical imbalance that requires pharmaceutical intervention? No, it does require that you need some kind of help, I guess. But the question is, what kind of help do you get? What do you do? I don't know. It's 7 minutes. I should stop rambling at this point and just call it a week.